Hi guys, Darth Deuce here, back in the Star Wars 3 1/4 inch action figure review, taking a look at another older figure. This is Admiral Ozzel from whatever line was going on in 2004, I think. I don't know if it was, they called it Saga Collection or not, but, or maybe Original Trilogy Collection, I'm really not sure. I forget. I did look it up, but I forget. But yeah, I think this might, I could be wrong, this might be the newest figure of Ozzel they ever made, which is crazy that Ozzel, I guess, Ozzel hasn't gotten a figure since in like, what, 2 decades now, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I like collecting Imperial officers in 3 1/4 inch, or I liked it in 6 inch too, but I'm always jumping at the chance to add more Imperial officers to my officers collection for 3 1/4 inch, and I didn't have Ozzel yet. And while he may not be an effective officer, he is, I think, a relatively iconic one from the film. So, yeah, I got this guy loose for pretty cheap. I think I paid like $10 for him. Which, to be honest, I wish I got him even a little cheaper than that because it is an older figure and there's a fair amount, not great about it, but it does what it needs to do. But yeah, I'll take a closer look. And I think the sculpt and paint detail is pretty good. The outfit looks pretty nice. There's quite a bit of nice texture sculpted detailing on his actual officer's uniform. I think the colors look pretty good. He's got the correct rank plaque, I do believe, at the full Fleet Admiral rank plaque, which is nice. And he's got the code cylinders sculpted and painted there in his pockets, which is super cool. The head sculpt, I think, is okay for the time. Obviously, it's not that great now. I would say it honestly barely looks like him. The hair color is kind of correct, and he's got the mustache, but yeah, it's just very vague likeness. It's okay, but it'd be super cool to get a brand new Ozzel. There's so many officers with the new officer mold. There's so many officers that could get revamps. I'd like to see them do it. Whether they actually will or not, I don't know, because I honestly doubt they'd sell super well, but still. If Moff Jarrod gets a figure, I feel like Ozzel should get one too. The hat isn't removable, but it does look nice, and I'm okay with it not being removable. He never took it off in the movie, so I wouldn't display him with it off. And the pants and the boots look good. Nothing too crazy going on here as well, but the sculpted detail to simulate the ruffles and the fabric look nice. Articulation-wise, it's pretty bad. He does have a ball joint at the head, though, or neck, I guess. He only has swivels at the shoulders. He has swivel-cut elbows, and I'm not a biggest fan of this articulation, although it is better than no articulation in the elbows. However, the figure is really meant to be posed to look like he's being choked out by Darth Vader. And the elbows hinges reflect that because you can't get his arms in straight poses or anything like that. His left hand here is sculpted open to make it look like he's grasping for air, and the facial expression is also like that. So it is cool that you can get his hand right up to his neck and make it look like he's choking. That is a cool thing you can do, but it does make doing other poses a little awkward, I guess. I like to just swivel the arm around to make it look like he's just holding his hand behind his back. Might be able to do it for both. I don't know how well this is going to look. Yeah, it's a little tough to get both the arms. You can do that, though. That works. He does still kind of have the stunned face on him, but, what can you do? But yeah, swivel cut the elbows, swivel wrists. There's a swivel waist, and then he has swivel hips that barely move because the tunic is restrictive, and then no articulation, and these are ankles. So yeah, pretty poorly articulated, but it doesn't bother me that much because this is not like a character I would expect to have in crazy poses or want to have in crazy poses anyways. Obviously, some better arm articulation, shoulders and elbows would have been good, but you can still get like the basic enough poses that you need. So it's serviceable enough. In terms of accessories, the only thing he really comes with, as far as I can see, is it just comes with the Stormtrooper blaster, which they include with a lot of officers. Honestly, he could have came with nothing because he doesn't use a blaster in the movie. He doesn't use anything in the movie. So, but I like that they at least include the gun. So, you have something to make him a little more interesting. You can hold it in the right hand. He holds it fine. But, yeah, I'm probably not even going to display him with the blaster because there's no point. He didn't use one. But I do like him. I like finally having Ozzel in the collection. Like I said, I think a pretty iconic officer from the movie. So I'm happy to have him. Really quick, I will just compare him with the new officer mold. Here he is with Moff Jarrod. So I think they look pretty good together. The colors of the Imperial Officer uniform are so inconsistent throughout figures, and maybe they're inconsistent in the movies as well. I'm not sure. Um, Ozzel's is a lot lighter gray, where the Jar Jar's like this greenish gray. They look good. I would like to see Ozzel on the new officer body to give him better articulation and to give him a better head sculpt with face printing. Although I will say, I do kind of like this hat sculpted on the head because it does look a little poofy on Gerard's head. But, yeah. So overall, I think this is a cool figure. If not necessarily a must-have or anything, but if you like collecting original trilogy original trilogy characters, or if you're like me and you like collecting officers, I think Ozzel is definitely one you want to have in the collection. I would not spend a lot of money on this because it's not like that crazy good of a figure or anything like that. It looks fine, but so I wouldn't pay much for it. But you can get it for cheap. I would definitely recommend picking up Ozzel if you don't have him. He's a pretty cool figure, regardless. Anyways, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know anything down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. May the Force be with you.